Wow. Whoa! Who's that guy?
Over the last few years, we have been embarking on a very important journey. The journey to find the dumbest girl in animation history. And today, my friends, might be the day that we do it.
My life as the youngest child in the house!
We're back on MSA, also known as My Story Animated, our best friends on the planet, the legends of the game. And we are going to look at this animation and see if this is the stupidest person ever! So my friends, are you gonna sing the theme song with me? Sharkus? Cause I'm ready. Are you ready? Cause I'm ready.
Animations, it kinda feels like I'm on vacation when I see a vid from MSA about a girl who's gone completely insane. But we'll still laugh and scream and cry and be glad that we don't have their lives. So come along, enjoy the ride, and let's watch some MSA tonight.
Wow, I didn't know I could make that voice. Man, whoever wrote that song is a true legend and should write jingles and theme songs for kids' cartoons when they're in their 40s. All right, let's do this, people.
Hey, I'm Iris from Atlanta.
Hi,
and
Iris.
I'm a triplet. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. While
Way
Mom
ahead
was
of you.
pregnant, she was told by the doctor that she was having twins, but I popped out right after my brother, making
What?
3 of us,
What?
Ileana, Isaac, and me. Dad wasn't around for most of our childhood.
Ileana, Iris, and Isaac. Wow, parents, you are so cool.
We're the cool, quirky parents. We make all of our kids' names sound the same.
Very cool.
Ileana, Isaac, and me. Dad wasn't around for most of our childhood. He was the assistant vice president at a huge music production company. And was
Wow.
always busy with some meeting or event.
Wow.
But Mom showered us with love and attention.
Aw.
She would sing upbeat songs in the morning and hum soothing lullabies each night. Plus, she bought us whatever we wanted with Dad's money. One of
Okay.
my earliest memories was when she gifted us with a karaoke machine as kids.
Ooh.
The 3 of us sang all the time, and Mom never got annoyed. Encore! Encore! Sometimes she would join in too. She had a great voice.
Sing
By
the MSA
8,
theme
my
song.
siblings and I were called the Turner Threes.
Oh,
and
no.
We had some serious musical talents.
Oh,
Ileana
no.
could sing just like Mom. Isaac played great riffs on the guitar.
Oh,
I
no.
rocked out on the drums. One day, the live band that was hired to play at our parents' anniversary party canceled at the last minute. Mom
You guys
suggested
can
we
do
play,
it.
and we did. It was awesome. Soon, the Turner Threes were playing at all the family events. Things stayed
Wow.
pretty entertaining.
I don't think there's anything in my life that I would have wanted less as a child than being stuck playing in a band with my siblings. Me and my siblings are so different from one another. I can assure you, I'm the only person in my family who would dress up in a shark costume and talk about animations for a living. Yeah, I'm the only person who would do that. So I don't know how this whole family band thing succeeds. Your siblings are already like the most annoying people on the planet. Now you're gonna make it worse by making us play instruments together.
Things stayed pretty entertaining throughout middle school, but then life took an unexpected turn during
Who's in
our
the
freshman
hospital?
year of high school.
Oh, no.
One day, Ileana, Isaac, and I were relaxing by the pool when we heard a loud thud inside the house. We found Mom
Earthquake.
unconscious on the floor. It turned out that she had a stroke and
What?
would need at least 3 months to
What?
recover. Then Dad lost his job.
Oh no, the Turner Threes. More like the Turner 3 months to live. More like the Turner 3 months to recover from the stroke. Am I right, fellas?
3 months to recover. Then Dad lost his job shortly
Oh,
after.
no.
The company he worked for lost a massive copyright infringement lawsuit.
What?
Dad needed to find work soon to pay for Mom's medical bills and keep the roof over our heads. He took up the first job he could find, freelancing as an agent for local musicians.
Turner Threes.
One evening, Dad invited a client over for a business
Turner
meeting.
Threes.
Overheard the 3 of us practicing our music. I heard him ask Dad about the music coming from down the hall.
My kids have a band thing, just for family events.
The client requested to hear more of our songs and suggested Dad help us book bigger shows.
That's the
They're
Turner
pretty
Threes.
good. If you set up their career now, they'll have some real financial independence.
That voice does not match that face. You see this guy, the last thing you think is, yeah, if you set up these guys for the future, they'll have some real financial independence. And I can listen to their music while I'm driving my tractor and feeding my horse, Bucky.
pretty good. If you set up their career now, they'll have some real financial independence in the future.
For the first time, Dad took interest in our music and took his clients' advice. And soon we were playing at cafes, restaurants, and private events. We weren't making much, but it was a start. Dad didn't have the same positive attitude, though, especially as Mom's recovery was taking a while. The bills were never ending, and his savings were running low.
The Turner threes will save the day.
He was always in a sour mood and fell into a deep depression. But despite her health issues, Mom kept cheering us on. Keep playing. Keep sharing your talent. So we stayed consistent. Thankfully, by our junior year of high school, the Turner threes got more popular. We had enough gigs to keep the house and help Mom medically. But Dad was so depressed that he stopped work altogether.
Why?
He barely left his man cave.
Why is Dad upset? They're winning. Their problems are being solved. Dad, the Turner threes have you covered, you know? This is the illest family band since 3-Beat Slide.
Let's go on a journey and explore this world. Let's ride on a coaster and let's have a good time.
Woo! Let's go on a journey and explore this world. Man, what a journey. Do you imagine going on a journey like that? Let's go on a journey and explore this world. See, that's what you need to do, Dad. Go on a journey and explore this world. It'll probably help cure your severe depression.
He barely left his man cave. Halfway through the school year, extracurricular activities began taking up a lot of time. Ileana excelled in her studies and joined the AP Physics Club to get a head start on college credit. Isaac was naturally gifted at baseball and became co-captain. And I was one of the best actresses in the theater class. Oh, Happy Dagger, this is thy sheath. It was getting harder trying to balance school, shows, and home finances, and it seemed like the Turner threes differences were splitting us apart.
Creative
I think
differences.
You should sing at a higher pitch.
Baseball puns? Seriously? I don't need advice from you. This band would be nothing without me. You're not that special, Ileana. I have Mom's voice. What do you have? The arguments were getting ridiculous. Then one day, we got invited to a music competition. First place would get $10,000. I was over the moon, but Ileana, I have a test to study for, and I can't afford to mess up my 4.0 streak for some songs.
It's not some songs, it's $10,000! $10,000! If I had $10,000 when I was in high school, I would have bought 10,000 video games. You know what I mean? I would go on a journey and explore this world if I had $10,000. You know? What? $100?
I have a test to study for, and I can't afford to mess up my 4.0 streak for some songs. Some songs?
This is the Turner
music has been
threes.
keeping the bills paid. But Ileana was adamant. Isaac and I went to the competition anyway and tried to make do with what we had.
Is Ileana the stupid
in our room
idiot?
Backstage and trying to sing together, but we just couldn't hit the right key. Just then, we heard a voice behind us. I could sing if you want. I turned around, and a girl with a blue afro and a turtleneck was leaning against the door. And you are Kat. Kat was apparently the only child of the venue owner. I never get to perform, but it sounds like you two could use some extra help.
You can't just barge in here and join our band.
Maybe she can help, Isaac.
It's the
Why don't
Turner
you sing something
Three.
for us, Kat? Kat opened her mouth to sing, and the voice that came out was horrible.
Well, in that case.
Is this girl serious?
I couldn't believe such a hideous voice came from such a gorgeous girl. Let's just say nails on a
lip
chalkboard
syncing,
sounds
lip
better.
syncing.
We're on in 10 minutes, and this is what we've got? I need some air. Frantic.
You can't
I
have
left
a
the
new
room.
member
The view
10
from
minutes
the
before.
balcony was relaxing. I remembered the melody Mom hummed to us as kids and started to sing along to it to calm down faster. Your voice is good. I turned around and saw Kat walking toward me. You know, you could just sing and this entire problem could be fixed, right? And you don't need to sing with Isaac. He's holding you back.
Oh,
and
no.
I could play a simple beat on the drums. I promise. I'm better at drums than singing.
Prove it!
I mean,
I don't trust
I had
you.
trouble trusting her after her horrible audition.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the only option we had right now. So we decided to follow Kat's plan. Isaac stayed on the guitar. Kat got on the drums, which she was surprisingly
Dance,
not bad
Dance by
and
Fall Out
I
Boy.
stepped up in front of the mic.
I know that drum beat anywhere.
She says she's no good with words, but I'm worse. Really started out a joke of a romantic that stuck to my tongue.
Which she was surprisingly not bad at, and I stepped up in front of the mic. To our surprise, the crowd loved our performance.
Yeah!
We got second place with a cash reward of $5,000, which
Nice.
was great.
Only if you had the
And
Turner
we were invited
4.
back in 3 months for the next showcase. Later,
3 months! You could recover from a whole stroke in that time.
By the way, my friends, if you're watching this video and you haven't booped like on it, I would really appreciate if you did it. And boop subscribe. Obviously, I think you're probably subscribed if you're watching this. If you're not, doing that would be cool. And booping like button on the video to make this little shark a happy shark. You know what I'm saying? You want me to be a happy shark, don't you? You want me to be a happy shark, don't you? Okay, thanks.
we were invited back in 3 months for the next showcase. Later, on my way to our backstage room, I found Ileana waiting in the hall. I was so mad to see her there.
no.
You're bold to show up here, considering you were willing to let us fail. We're the
Yeah,
Turner
dingus.
2s now, Ileana. I wanted to make her feel bad, but what she said shocked me. Good, you've got that sorted
The
out
Turners
because
are
I'm
stupid.
leaving the band permanently. What? She explained. She wanted to dedicate herself to her studies.
What?
The band
That's
was
stupid.
taking too much of her time. This pays the bills. What about mom? A real job with a real degree also pays
Whoever
the
did
bills.
anything
I need
with
to
a
focus on
degree in
college
school.
so I can have a better future and also take care of our parents. Both mom and dad didn't graduate from college, and look where they are now. That's not fair, Ileana. Mom
They
is
produced
sick.
the Turner
Education
3s.
won't stop you from getting sick. Plus, dad had a good job. Life happens. Well, I'd rather have my education to fall back on when accidents happen.
Yeah, guys, when I was sick in 2023 and I was in the hospital, the only thing I could think of was, wow, I'm so glad I learned how to do long division. That's all, guys, that's just simply all I could think of. I'm so glad I learned trigonometry. I'm so glad we did all of that history stuff where I learned about the bite of 87. I'm so glad, because if there's one thing that'll keep you warm at night when you got nothing else, it's long division. You know, take it from me, Sharkus. But no, the Turner 2s are whack. We need the Turner 3s, or that's no good.
Plus, education will give me the job I need to pay for medical expenses if I get sick. And with that, she stormed out. At the music showcase after party, I found myself sitting alone outside. I hadn't even broken the bad news to Isaac yet.
Okay.
Soon after, Kat joined me, asking why I looked so worried. And I ended up spilling everything about our family problems and Ileana's selfishness. Sorry you're going through all that. Why don't you take your mind off of it for a bit and enjoy your win for a few hours?
Yeah.
So we went back inside, and I was glad for the distraction. There were CEOs, music producers, and of course, super attractive celebrities. One woman came up to me and introduced herself as Riza, and then she
Riza.
pulled out a contact card and shoved it into my hand. You've got some raw talent. The world needs to see it. Sounds like something my mom would say. Your mom sounds like a smart woman. Since there was no changing Ileana's mind,
Okay. We'll do the prediction time here, but I actually don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is that Ileana's gonna cause some problems. Man, I'm sweaty in that thing. You guys have some raw talent. You gotta go on the Disney Channel. Okay, so far this person has not revealed themselves to be evil at all. Ileana, honestly, as silly as I was being earlier, I think her focusing on her studies is totally chill. That's totally cool. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're setting her up as if she's like the mean character. But I feel like the Turner 3s, you know, by the end of this, okay, I'm starting to put it together. By the end of this, the Turner 3s are gonna have the original lineup. You know, that's gonna happen. So I guess that's my prediction. By the end of it, she'll be whack and the Turner 3s will thrive.
since there was no changing Ileana's mind, we recruited Kat as a permanent member of our band. With practice, she got better on the drums, and we quickly fell into sync. We continued participating in competitions Riza signed us up for, and making money. And Kat and I grew super
$100?
close. We painted each other's nails.
Whoa.
I love this color.
That's
Shared
close.
clothes. Wow. Do you only wear turtlenecks? Did each other's
That's
hair.
close.
A high puff looks so good on you. And I love the middle part on you. Plus, Kat and Mom hit it off. She even met Dad one time and didn't judge how scruffy he looked or acted. But Ileana
Wow.
didn't like her at all. Anytime she saw Kat, she would glare at her from across the room and then go off in the opposite direction. I'd become so annoyed with Ileana that I tried to get
Okay, updated. Okay, does Ileana see some evil in this person that we don't know about? I don't know, cause she's like, I'm watching you. Oh, she's not. Okay, I thought she was doing, I'm watching you, but she's just putting up the number 2. She's like, I don't like the Turner 2s. I don't know, guys.
Annoyed with Ileana that I tried to get Kat to help me prank her, I typed up a fake acceptance letter to a prestigious
Why?
university.
What's wrong
and
with you
slipped it under
guys?
her door. Kat didn't approve, but I did it anyway. Ileana was so excited when she saw the letter.
What?
It was comical. When
What's
I told her
wrong
it was
with
fake,
you?
Her happy bubble popped. Honestly, it felt good seeing her get humbled. But
Why?
Kat was clearly disappointed in me.
Yeah,
We were
you're the
hanging in kitchen
worst.
Before practice one night, when Ileana walked in. Hey, how was it at the library? But Ileana just made her way to her room
Yeah,
without
good.
even acknowledging Kat, and she kept behaving like that all the time.
Behaving?
One day,
You're the
Kat and I were
jerk.
keeping Mom company at the hospital for her checkup when Ileana randomly showed up. Oh, I didn't expect to see her here. Hey, Ileana. Of course, Ileana pushed past Kat and went straight to Mom. It made things so awkward. Even the nurse looked uncomfortable. Mom, how are you doing? Honey, I think Kat said hi to you. Ileana looked Kat up and down, rolled her eyes, and continued talking to Mom. I was so fed up with her. I couldn't take it anymore.
Okay.
What is wrong with you? Kat has helped his family stay afloat by joining the band, and that's how you treat her? I was so angry
All right.
I could feel my
Tell
face
us the
burning.
truth.
Calm down, Iris. Yeah, Iris, this isn't the time or place. Let's get some air. What is this
Valid.
turtleneck-wearing weirdo even doing here? And I don't owe her anything.
She doesn't look like a
didn't
lizard.
join the band to help our family. She just did it because she was some friendless loser.
Oof.
I lunged at Ileana.
Isn't that kind of why everyone joins a band, though? Let's be honest. Aren't most people in bands former friendless losers who found some friends and then the rest is history? You know? Isn't that all the best bands? Man, I am getting sweaty in here.
Friendless loser. I lunged at Ileana, but the nurses came between us. Kat grabbed me by my arm quickly and dragged me out of the room. We went for a walk and then sat down on some swings so I could breathe. You're still fuming. She's just so rude. And since she's my sister, I'll yell back unapologetically. Kat stopped swinging and turned to me with a serious look. She lowered her turtleneck and held up a dainty necklace with a locket. This is my brother Austin.
We were the
I thought you
Austin
an only child.
Threes.
Now I am. Austin got into a car accident with my mom when he was 10. Mom made it, he didn't. What? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Why didn't you ever say anything? I don't like to talk about it because I feel guilty.
Okay, so if this tragic backstory is a thing, there's no way that Kat is evil. But I don't like Iris. And Ileana, I mean, they're not gonna have Ileana be a good person after all this. So Kat should really be the main character if she's like the only nice person in this whole video.
I don't like to talk about it because I feel guilty. Why? She
My
explained
guitar
how
fell on
much
his head.
She and her brother argued a lot growing up. They would fight over who would use the bathroom first, who would get the biggest slice of cake. Yeah, but that's normal sibling stuff. Before he left the house the morning of the accident,
he was
we got
angry.
into a screaming fest over some video game. The last thing I said to him
I
was
like
that life would be
Fortnite!
better if he just didn't exist. Kat's
Wow.
eyes started watering. I felt horrible for everything she'd experienced,
Wow.
including the drama with me and Ileana. I've been so focused on being angry and making money, I've let it ruin my relationship with Ileana.
Aw.
The good thing is that you realized arguments aren't always worth it. A
Valid.
few weeks passed, and Mom was recovering well at home. I also asked Risa to help find Dad a job, and she actually got him an interview.
Nice.
Things were looking up, but even though I
The
made an
Turner
effort to
Threes
stop
need to
arguing with
make a
Ileana,
comeback. We know that the Turner Threes are going to have their redemption arc. If the Turner Threes don't come back, then my name isn't 3 Beat Slide.
Do the beach boogie, yeah, yeah. Do the beach boogie, yeah, yeah. Do the beach boogie,
Yeah, yeah, do the beach boogie, yeah, yeah. Do the beach boogie, yeah, yeah. It's never in your car.
Doesn't matter where you are, you can even do it in your car.
I feel like you shouldn't be promoting people dancing while driving.
Doesn't matter where you are, you can even do it in your car.
Don't do the beach boogie in your car, or you will suffer the consequences. Believe it or not, that's actually how Kat's brother passed. He tried to do the beach boogie in the car. And it happened. This is what happens when you do the beach boogie in your car. Yes, sir, it does matter where you are. You know, you're wrong. I think you're wrong about that, and that's how you put people in danger. Telling them to do the beach boogie in their car.
Even though I made an effort to stop arguing with Ileana, we still weren't talking.
Aw.
One evening, Kat, Isaac, and I were heading to a gig when Ileana got home. She walked past us silently, but I told Kat and Isaac to go sit in the car, and I followed her. Wait,
Sister,
can we talk,
it's
please? Like
okay.
normal people? I miss you. Ileana turned around. Tears were streaming down her face. I miss you too, Iris. If singing isn't your passion anymore, it's totally okay. It was wrong of me to be mad at you for that, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. I was
Reunion
overwhelmed
tour.
with school, and then I got really jealous of Kat. Yeah, I don't want to do music anymore, but I felt like I got replaced really quickly. You're my sister. No one can come in the middle of that. Now, how about you drop studying for one night and come see us perform? I'd love that.
Okay, I feel like we got about 2/3 of a story, and then they were like, oh, we're running out of time. We have to post this. 2 uploads in 2 days? MSA is spoiling us. Well, unfortunately, I think this is what happens when they post 2 videos in 2 days. Aw, finally a wholesome story with no bad parents or ex-boyfriends or toxic friends. I like the wholesomeness. Do the beach boogie, yeah, yeah. Do the beach boogie, yeah, yeah. Well, my friends, they can't all be slapperinos. I'll keep it real. They can't all be slapperinos. And I haven't done this in a while, but MSA, my friends, I have to present you with this. This story was what the kids call mid. I don't know if they still say that. Do people still say mid? Leave a comment below. Characters were introduced for seemingly no reason. There was no consequence to any action whatsoever. And the entire conflict of the entire thing was resolved by saying, hey, I miss you. Oh, I miss you too. Let's never fight again. Okay, everyone lived happily ever after. Boring. That is very wholesome, MSA, but I want some vampires, okay? Can you finish the vampire story so we can hit up season 2?
That's what I would like to do. And my friends, I'm so sorry that I have to present MSA with this. But if you want to watch an MSA video that isn't an L, find a video from the playlist that you haven't seen. Here's the whole playlist of MSA reactions we did. Here's MSA's channel. They are amazing and I love them and you should support them. Here's another video of mine that YouTube thinks you'll like. I'll see you in the other MSA videos or I'll see you down here. Peace out, my friends, and don't take an L.
Doesn't matter where you are, film a video in your car.